It's time for the Mentorship Monday Speed Round. What's going on YouTube? It's Mentorship Monday. Thank you for watching Mentorship Monday put on by the DeRosa Group. My name is Matt and my company is the DeRosa Group, and I'm bringing in some help today because we're going to do a Mentorship Monday Speed Round. You guys have sent me so many questions for Mentorship Monday that you guys emailed into helpme@derosagroup.com. That is helpme@derosagroup.com. And in order to get you guys your questions answered, we're going to do a few speed rounds. Speed rounds are fun. This is going to be a good time. And I brought in my man, Justin Frazier.
What's up,
you
everybody?
guys might know Justin. He's been in quite a
year.
few videos as well. And Justin is going to help me out here, and he's going to read these questions to me. We're going to fire them off. I have not read these questions ahead of time. I have not prepared answers to these questions. Justin's going to fire them off, and he'll help me out with a few answers if I need some help here.
Let's go.
In that. And we'll do my best. I won't make anything up. I'll do my best to give a well-thought answer on a speed round style to these questions. So Justin, without further ado, go for it.
All right, Reed Greenfield, thanks for your suggestion, your question.
Yeah.
Hello, the house I'm interested in is a house I grew up in.
Whoa.
It's $9,000 behind in taxes. What can I do?
Huh. This is the house she grew up in, Reed. Okay. Reed, likely, okay, if a family member of yours still has ownership of the house, so if it is transferred through family, if it's still your parents' house or a sibling's house or whatever, the easy way to do it, well, this isn't easy because you got to work it out with family, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would be to try and work out a deal with those family members for you to take ownership of the house, okay? That would be one way to do it. Maybe you still live in the house and that. So if it is a family member or you yourself have ownership of the house and you're just trying to blow out the $9,000 in taxes, then the easiest way to do it, Reed, is to refinance it. Take out a loan. That'll knock out the $9,000 in taxes. Maybe you're able to pull out a few bucks, or maybe you just refinance it to stabilize it and get the taxes settled. If it is not owned by you or one of your family members and you can't refinance it or find someone that can help you do that, then you just need to simply go forward and buy it from the rightful owner and make your offer contingent upon the payment of those taxes. Meaning, I'm going to pay you $50,000 for that property, and the taxes need to be paid off at closing. So part of the $50,000 you're giving to that seller would cover that $9,000. Two different ways you can go with it, but it depends on who owns it. How do we do with that?
That was great.
Good stuff. All right,
That
flip
was
the page.
very speedy.
Cool. Thank you for your question, Reed. Thanks for sending it into Mentorship Monday at helpme@derosagroup.com. Next up,
Frederick Frejo.
Frederick. Don't read his first name
All
only.
right, Frederick.
Frederick. Hi,
All right,
Frederick.
Frederick wants to know. His mortgage lender is saying that he cannot transfer his deed to his LLC from his personal name. Is this typical?
Yes, because the mortgage broker you're dealing with is probably a mortgage broker that primary deals with personal mortgages. And so what he's saying is that you can't buy the property in your own personal name and then do a quick claim deed later. The thing is, no mortgage broker is going to tell you can do that because you're taking away the bank's collateral, which is the real estate. You're taking the real estate, the holder of the real estate, which is yourself, off of the property and putting it into an LLC's name. Arguably makes it harder for the bank to attack you or to get after you. This due on sale clause that come up, just it's hairy. The mortgage broker's not going to like it. It's very commonly done, but what you want to do is after you quit claim deed it over. What's this person's name? Was it
Frederick.
Frederick. After what you want to do, Frederick, is you want to refinance it soon after you move it, and you probably shouldn't have told the mortgage broker that's what your intention was, because arguably you're breaking the covenants of the loan. There's a lot of stuff on my YouTube channel here about quit claiming deed properties over. There's a lot of stuff on Bigger Pockets as well. So, next question.
Another speedy one. Love it. Okay, I'm a landlord. This is Janet. Janet lives in San Jose.
Hi, Janet. Hi, Janet from San Jose. Thank you.
Thanks, Janet. Market rent is $3,000 for her property.
Uh-oh.
Section 8 is only paying $2,400.
Really?
Is she allowed to ask the tenant to make up the difference?
Yeah, no, you can. So as I understand it, Janet, this is my understanding of Section 8, that your lease can read whatever it reads. You can say, okay, I'm going to charge this. Well, I don't know if that's true. In some areas, there is something called fair market rent. That is a certain percentage of the median rent for that area. Like here in Mercer County, New Jersey, there's only but so much rent you can charge. So you want to call the local Section 8 office and ask them that one, Janet. But I think that That the $2,400 might be all the Section 8's willing to pay. Your lease contract would need to read $3,000. You can't go and tell the tenant behind the scenes or under the table or whatever, hey, can you pay me $600 a month because the Section 8's only paying me $2,400 and the rent's really $3,000. If Section 8 will not pay you anything more than the $2,400 or will not acknowledge your lease as anything more than the $2,400, then you need to consider other options, especially leasing the property on a market rate basis. But consult with the Section 8 office and make sure your lease contract reads what the full market rent is, not just what Section 8 is willing to pay. Your lease can break out to say Section 8 is going to pay $2,400, the tenant will pay $600, and the total rent's $3,000, but make sure it reads that way.
Make sure it's all in the lease.
Make sure it's all in the lease.
That's the right answer. Absolutely.
Don't be playing under the table games, Janet. Don't be doing that. You get in trouble that way.
All right, we've got a great one from Mark. Mark says, thanks for the great YouTube videos.
You're welcome,
and
Mark.
Mark is in college, and he's just starting to learn about real estate investing.
I love questions from college students.
Absolutely.
We get so many, I don't want to abide by the normal workflow, and I'm ranting right here, but I love these questions that we get from college kids because they realize that the system's a little broken and they want to do something different. They don't want to just work for 45 years and get the gold watch when they turn 65. They want to do something different, and I get a lot of emails from college students saying, how do I get involved in real estate now? I want to get in now. So what do we got from Mark?
Good on you, Mark.
What's Mark?
So Mark wants to get started. He wants to create
get going.
an LLC. Right. He says he's got access to a private lender.
There you go, Mark.
Who's going to finance him 100%, which is
Boom.
Miles beyond where most people are, right? But he's saying he hasn't found any deals. What should he do?
You got to find more deals, Mark.
That's
it. It says you got yourself lined up, my man. I think that at the end of the day, if you've got your LLC and your asset protection in place, if you are getting educated, watching this YouTube channel and reading up on Bigger Pockets and reading books like my book, Raising Private Capital, I always point the wrong way. So I look at my reflection.
Yeah.
This.
Over there.
Yeah.
You're going the wrong way again.
There it is. That book, Raising Private Capital. Anyway.
Also, actually, it's over there too. So either way.
It's not. I tell you, when you point to it, it does. It's the wrong way.
Yeah.
Anyway, reading things like that, Mark, is what you need to do. If you're educated and everything like that, then it's a simple matter of finding deals. Do lots of deal shopping. Talk to a lot of realtors. The problem you might have, Mark, is people might not take you seriously, and that's just going to be the cross you might have to bear for the first couple of years of being in business, unfortunately. When I first got started, I was in my 20s, and a lot of people were calling me kid and stuff like that, and talking down to me and everything. Then I got the gray hair. People were like, oh, hey, this guy must know what he's doing. But at the end of the day, Mark, that'd probably be your biggest cross is having people take you seriously. But, close a deal or two, and they'll take you seriously then. The other thing probably you're going to have, Mark, is a long-term strategy. Like you're going to do the BRRRR method of buy, renovate, rent out, refinance, repeat. You need to make sure that you're bankable on the back end when you go to a bank to go and refinance the property. If you don't have a day job or a W-2, you might have to go find somebody that does have one that can help you get finance when you do turn those properties around, unless your private lender is super deep pockets and they're able to finance long-term rentals. So
I'd like to add to that.
Go find deals. Please add to that.
Yeah, so
Please
Mark,
do.
If you got money but no deals for whatever reason, either you can't find them, find someone who does have deals and work out a partnership. Because then you're building experience with someone else's money, your private lender, and someone else's deals, but you're getting credit for bringing it all together.
Yeah.
You're right.
Here's a quick tip. I've talked about this on the YouTube page before. I've gone to local wholesalers, and Mark, you can find yourself a local wholesaler, and I've said, hey, listen, local wholesaler, I will pay for your marketing. I will pay for your mailing campaign, a yellow letter ad, whatever it is. I'll pay for a cycle of those for 1 month. I just want first right of refusal for every deal you get. I want first right of refusal for every deal that comes in the door. I want to get first dibs. And if I don't want it, that's okay. You can wholesale it to somebody else. I just want to get paid back for my marketing fees that I paid you out of the profit from your next deal. And they give you first dibs on every deal that comes in the door. That's a great way to do it if you got some bucks.
Absolutely.
Cool. All right.
Great tip.
Next up. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Mark. Okay. Last one of our speed round here.
All right.
All right.
All right. She's got me sweating. All right, cool.
Yeah,
speed round. Keep it going.
Keep it going. This is a long one, a little complicated. All right. Who is this? This is
it's always the last one.
Calvin.
Calvin's got a doozy. All right, Calvin.
So Calvin's working on a 48-unit property with a motivated seller.
All right.
Awesome.
Keep it going.
He's brought up seller financing, and the owner's open to it.
Oh.
So he wants to know. He's trying to figure out what he should be offering to the seller. So they talk in general terms. He's asking, should I just ask him for 100%? Right? Can I go out there? Is that being too greedy? He's saying maybe 100%, 6% interest, 30-year AM, and a balloon at the end of 5 or 7 years. Is that too aggressive? What are some good terms?
You never know
for him?
till you ask, Calvin. You never know till you ask, Calvin.
He's trying to put his little money in, but also find a solution that works for the seller.
I get that. Okay, here's the deal, Calvin. You never know till you ask. And I think that I would not buy a 48-unit apartment building with absolutely no money. And so if you don't have any money at all, Calvin, you should not be buying a 48-unit apartment building, because even if you can get that seller to do 100% financing on your deal, which maybe if you're a good enough enroller, maybe you can make it happen, but you've got to have operating cash in your pocket. A mortgage payment at 6% on a 100% finance in a 48-unit apartment building is going to be a big debt service number. So hopefully you can meet that debt service with the cash flow coming from the property. What else?
You got due diligence up front.
You got to have due diligence up front. You got to do a phase 1. You got to still do the stuff you would do if a bank were financing this property. You want to do a full environmental study. You want to have the property inspected still. You probably still want to have it appraised, right? I would have it appraised, wouldn't you?
I would want to know.
Yeah. Even if a bank's not going to be financing the deal, you still want to do an appraisal just to make sure that you're getting it for what it's worth.
And then the legal fees to close the deal.
Legal fees to close the deal. So you could be bringing, I don't know, for a deal that size, $20,000, $30,000 to the table just to get it closed. And then you want to have, I would want to have maybe 2 months rent at least sitting in the bank as for just in case money, right?
Absolutely.
Or if not more, for just in case money. And some people budget for several months worth of expenses. Some people budget for months rent. It's up to you and how conservative you want to be, but the more cash you have, the more conservative you are. So although, Calvin, this seller is maybe financing the whole thing, bear in mind, you got to be able to bring additional cash to the table. My book, Raising Private Capital, might be something to check out about just getting maybe 1 or 2 equity investors in. They could put up maybe $100,000. That could be your seed capital into the deal, and you show this owner to say, listen, although I'm not handing you any money, I've got all this cash that's coming behind me. That's maybe your own personal cash or investor cash that's going to finance the project or going to keep the deal afloat. If you're walking in there with nothing but a pen and a smile and no money at all, this is not the deal. You could syndicate it. You could get investors in, do 20% down, do a little more conservative arrangement, and try and get some investors to come alongside you. What do you think?
I think you covered it. Yeah,
cool.
That's it. To go back to his question of is he being too aggressive and asking for a lot? I think you got to ask.
You got to ask.
Right? No one else is going to ask on your behalf.
It's about how you position it. If you walk in there and say, listen, Mr. Seller, I don't have any money at all. Can you finance the whole thing? Because I can't afford to pay for this apartment building out of my own pocket. You're probably going to say no. But if you walk in and say, listen, I've got this much cash, I've got this much know-how, this many resources, this is what I'm bringing to the table, and these things are all of value, even though not all these things are money, they're all relationships, resources, knowledge, mentorship that I have already. So if you bring all that in, then they'll view all that as a value, along with some cash that you have as well, and maybe they will be willing to finance it 100%. So, and you never know till you ask. Bottom line, right?
That's it. Cool. You never know.
Justin, you are great.
I got nothing else.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Cool. Guys, thank you for your questions at Mentorship Monday. Help me at DeRosaGroup.com is the email address. Help me at DeRosaGroup.com. If you guys want to hear more about what the DeRosa Group and our affiliates are up to and cool projects that we're involved in, or join our newsletter, or whatever it is, just go to DeRosaGroup.com and you guys can check out some stuff that we're up to there. And if you like what this YouTube channel is all about and all the cool mentorship that we're up to and the updates that we do on this channel, just take a minute and subscribe to this channel, and you guys will get notifications of all the cool things that we're doing in the real estate world. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a great and profitable week.